All right. So here we go. This is a recording that I'm doing here. We're going to do a small OBS tutorial to where I show you how I get everything set up. So let's go ahead and go over the motions, shall we? Actually, let me set this up as something new. I'm going to delete this one. Move. Whoa. Don't do that one. No. There we go. We'll do that for now. So what we're getting ready to do here is second. I will set it up. Bam. All right. So this is my normal one that I use for Twitch. What I'm getting ready to do here is that I'm going to set up a new one from scratch and show you how to do everything one by one. So what we need to do here first is set up a new scene. These scenes here, you can bind them to hotkeys, or you can just come over here and click them individually. I have a few of them that are set up as hotkeys. The rest of them are for like single instances when I stream elsewhere. So to get started, come over here, right click, and then we're going to add scene. And from here, you can name it whatever you want. We're going to name it tutorial. Now, what we're doing here is we're setting up a scene so that you can use it for when you're streaming to Twitch, Hitbox, YouTube, StreamUp, whatever. You get it all set up from here. So now we have the tutorial set up. It's blank. You're not going to see anything come up on your screen because there's nothing going on. It's not capturing anything. So to bring it up to where you can actually see stuff like this, we got to do a few things. So here's the sources over here on the right. If you right click over here, you get to add, and then you get to select the source type. Well, we're going to start the first one off as a monitor capture. So give me a few moments while I get that set up. And monitor capture, monitor one. Okay, bam, we're back. So we're on monitor capture right now, right? This is going to use the most amount of resources when you are trying to stream. As you can tell, my CPU usage went through the roof over here, and it was telling me in OBS, hey, warning, high encoding CPU usage, consider turning down. Basically, it's trying to tell me, look, you're putting too much work on your CPU. We got to fix that. Remove something. So we are. What I normally do is that I use a video capture device. Video capture devices are your web camera. They can also be your capture cards. And capture cards can be internal or external. Most common ones are like Elgato and AverMedia. Those are the most common two. There are many other companies that make capture cards as well. It's all about how much you're willing to spend for yours. Okay, so we're going to do video capture device, and from here we're going to capture from my AverMedia HD. Right, so this is all set up. It's all good to go. We're not going to tell it to do any custom resolutions or anything. We want to capture everything from the way how it's coming from this screen to the capture card. So when I do that, we're going to disable that because I already have video. I have audio coming from my headset to the stream. So we're going to say, okay. A global source using this already exists. Okay, cool. So we already know that it's already set up. This is how you would set it up if you were going to use a capture card. So since we already have that set up under a global source, I go here, global source, and then AverMedia. Bam. See, there it is right there. I turn off my monitor capture. It shows me the AverMedia capture right here. All I have to do is just adjust it. So we're going to edit the scene. Now, editing the scene is going to allow you to change how the image is displayed. So this can be done by clicking and dragging. Now, if you notice, when I get to a certain point here, well, it's not really fitting the box as it should, right? So what do we need to do? what you're going to do at this point is you're going to hold the shift button, then you're going to drag it over. So see, now it fits inside the whole box. This is exactly what people are going to see on the stream. Hit edit scene again, bam. Now, this is how everyone is going to view what's on your computer. Okay, they're going to see this exactly when you're streaming. Now, there are other ways you can capture as well. You don't have to use a capture card. Only reason you would do a capture card is if you're playing from like a console, connecting it to your computer or something of that nature. If you were going to do something else, you could do what's called a game capture. Right here, game capture. Game capture is going to capture the single instance of that specific game. So if you do a game capture, you're going to hit game capture, and then it's going to ask you, what game are you looking to go for? So if you hit the drop down and you don't see the game there, hit refresh and it's going to pull up. I don't have any games open right now, so I'm not going to bother setting it up. Other things that you want to do is right here, you want to stretch the image to screen, and then it's going to ask you to ignore aspect ratio. You want to hit that as well. Then you would hit OK, and it will set up that game capture for you. Same thing that I did with this AverMedia here. We're going to do the same thing to add a web camera. You're going to go to video capture device, change the device to webcam. Then we're going to hit OK, and bow. Here I am, big as fuck. But we're going to change that, right? We're going to use the edit scene. Change all of that. I'm going to drag that down like so. Bring that over here. And ta-da! We're all set up. Now, keep in mind, while we're setting this up, I'm leaving the task manager open so that you can see how much CPU usage is being used here. And I'm going to show you why it's using so much and what we can do to actually monitor it and lower it at the same token to where you don't necessarily hurt the performance of your computer. You're just going to take a minor hit in the graphical. Well, you're going to take a hit in stream quality. Albeit minor, there are certain things you could do to make it better as you take that hit. All right. So let's go ahead and go through all the options here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the web. Yeah. All right. So we turned off the web camera. Now, here's a couple other things that you can do while you're here in OBS. Let's go ahead and get it set up to where you're actually streaming. I should have used another instance to record this, but it'll be okay. So you're going to go here, you're going to go to settings, and then after that, you're going to go to encoding. All right. Encoding here is how OBS is going to record from the computer. You want X264, which is going to be your high definition encoder. Then you're going to use CBR, enable CBR padding, and then you want to use custom buffer size. This is key right here. Especially for those of you who stream and have people who come in that don't have high-speed internet. You know, they're working from a mobile connection, or, you know, they have a really low-end DSL. All right. So that the stream doesn't lag on their end. What you're first going to want to do is you're going to want to get a speed test. Your speed test is going to tell you what's the maximum bit rate that you can use going up. So normally what we do here is we go here to speedtest.net. Let it come up. Da, 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 da. And then begin test. Let it go ahead, run a speed test for you. Tells you what your ping is, tells you what your download speed is. I'm going to have to call my cable company again because my download speed shouldn't be this slow. My CPU usage is this high right now because I have a browser open. All right, so Streaming is based off of your upload and your CPU. Download doesn't matter. Your graphics card, yes, it makes everything look better on your end. And, oh, I'm sorry, RAM is important as well. As you can tell right now, I'm using 4.03 RAM, well, 4 gigs of RAM to stream. You're going to want at least 8 in your computer. I highly suggest 16 so it doesn't bog down other instances of your computer while you're doing it. All right, so let's go ahead and close that out. So from what it showed there, I was pushing close to 20 upload. You're really wanting to set this as half of your upload. Twitch allows you a maximum of 3,500. I believe Hitbox is a maximum of 5,000. Your buffer size is the buffer that you allow the stream to be set to. Okay. You're wanting this to be generally around the ballpark of 1,200 to 2,500. All depending on your view base and how they say it's affecting them on their stream, until you get a encoder on your stream that allows them to select, you know, if they want to view source, high, medium, low, or whatnot. This is the best way that you can counteract that for them to where it doesn't hinder their viewing and it doesn't really hinder your performance, as long as they're viewing, you know, like a small box. Once when they go full screen, that's where they start to notice, oh, this has been buffered down a little bit, but you don't really notice it that much. All right, so next are the broadcast settings. Mine is set just to record right now. If we were to look at setting this up for a live stream, we go right here, live stream. And then you can set here, Twitch, Vaughn, you know, all these other ones here. You can set it up for either of these. They got a lot of them that are automatically programmed into it. So let's see, we'll go ahead and say Twitch. All right, so if you set it up for Twitch, Twitch automatically has a lot of servers in there. For me, it's going to be US West Los Angeles. If you're in EU, trying to find the server that's closest to you, this is crucial. Because if you select the wrong server, it's going to take a lot longer for it to get the information there, which then hinders your ability to stream. So if you're trying to stream somewhere really far away, it doesn't matter what your upload is, you're going to have to turn it down. It's going to give lag performances, spikes, things of that nature to your viewers. You really don't want that. After that, you're going to get the stream key, and you know, you can get the stream key through your dashboard on Twitch. If it's a Hitbox, you can get it through the dashboard on there as well. Everywhere else, best thing I can say is Google is your best friend. Then you can set the file path for recording if you're going to record and whatnot. Your video. No. Your video. This is where everything gets important. And this is what I was talking about, how you can take some of the hit off your computer. If you go here, your video adapter is your graphics card. Base resolution, always go custom and put in the resolution of your monitor. Your resolution downscale, I have it set to none. So that means it's going to take a raw recording of 1920 by 1080 because that's what my resolution is. If you want to change it up some, you can drop it down to 720. You can drop it down to 480 if you need to. All of these will improve your CPU usage. And this is what I was talking about right here on taking some of the hit off. So like if I was to set it to 480, it's going to ask me, you know, what's the filter that you want to set it on? It automatically says bilinear for fastest because it's not really a high definition image at 480. And it says these settings won't be applied until the next time you begin streaming. So all that means is just stop the stream, restart it, and those settings will take place. If you go with 720, it's going to give you more options. Which option do you want to go with? Always go with best. You know, if you go with the fastest, it's going to basically do a single pass when it goes to encode and set everything up. So I'll set this back to where it is. Disable arrow if you're using Windows 7. Very important. Your audio. This is where everything is coming and going. Your desktop audio, that's whatever you want, wherever the sound is being played. All right. So if you have a headset on, game sound is coming through your speakers. Guess what? You want to set this up for the sound through your speakers, not through your headphones. Otherwise, they're not going to hear anything that's going on in the game. Your microphone is whatever you're talking into. Make sure you set it up for this. Hit apply. And then hotkeys are pretty much what you want to use. If you use push to talk, you can set up a hotkey for push to talk. For broadcasting, you can set up, to start the stream, stop the stream, all of that good stuff. It's right there. And all you have to do is just click in there and then hit the button, and it picks up the button. Advanced settings. This is where everything gets awesome. Doesn't matter what service you use, all of these same things are going to be selected. You want to use multi-thread optimizations, allow other modifiers on hotkeys, use CFR. Bind to interface. This is really important because some stream services, it is required. Hitbox is one of them. StreamUp is another one. You're going to select this drop down and then select the IP of your computer. If you do not, you will disconnect quite frequently there. Twitch, you don't really need to do it, but if you start noticing that you're disconnecting often, this is going to be a really huge factor. Make sure you select that, put in your IP, hit apply. Now, set priority class to normal. Buffering is at 700 milliseconds, and this is where everything is more fine-tuning on the CPU. All right. The lower that you have this, the better the quality of the image will be. That being said, it's going to put that much more strain on your CPU. Mine currently is set at faster, and you see where my CPU usage is anywhere between 68 to as high as 99. That's what it's like when I stream every day. That's what it's set at. And that's why I said my computer takes a beating. You can set it lower. It does take a graphical hit when you do so, but at the same token, you're able to save a lot more on your computer. All right. So, it's standard set to very fast, which is is pretty much the wide spectrum across the board. Keyframe interval is 2 seconds. I'm sorry, not 2 seconds. Good grief. 2. I was reading seconds right here, but 2 is the interval that pretty much everybody says that it needs to be set to. And that's about it. That's everything to set up OBS to get you started, get you streaming, and get you going. We'll go over a couple of other things here. And like if you want to set up custom messages to show up on your stream, you want to go here, add, and then text. Name the text whatever you want it to be. Now, here's the thing. Whenever you type text out, I'll show you something. Hello and welcome. All right. Whenever you set up text, it's just going to be a text file. If you leave everything the way it is, this is how it comes out. Right here. Hello and welcome. We'll put it down somewhat. Hello and welcome. Well, it doesn't mesh well when it hits white. It doesn't mesh well when it hits, brighter colors. And also, it's very bland. So what can we do to enhance it, right? Go here to properties. One thing you can do is give it an outline. Check this box for an outline. You can see right there, it started giving an outline to it right then and there as soon as I hit it. See, no outline with an outline. Set the thickness, we'll say 100. Whoa, look at that. It's bright. Let me quit. But nah, I set it to about, oh shit, not that high. We set it to about 20, maybe 10. It just all depends on your preference. Other than that, you go bold, italic, underline it. Whoops. Let me move this a little bit to where it's more viewable while I'm doing this. There. All right, so underline, do it vertical. This way, when you move it, you can set it like over here to the side. You point filtering. I haven't really experimented with it, so I couldn't tell you. You can also change the color of your letters. There we go. By clicking on the color itself, and then you can Oop. Be nice if I could actually spell here. There we go. See, real life issues. All right. So you can change the color. They have pre-made color templates so you can select. Oh, we'll go ahead and go with purple. So see, it changed the lettering here to purple. Background color. We don't really have a background. And then you can change the outlining color. Say white. See, there you go. Does that. Now you want to make it scroll. You can go ahead and set the scroll speed. We'll say 50. And see, it scrolls the message. Now, if you notice, there's no break. Well, what you do here is you come to the message that you type, put a couple of spaces in there, and there you go. You got a break. And that, my friends, is how you make a scrolling message. Then all you have to do is just edit scene, move it to where you want it. You know, however you want it to be. Set it up here at the top. If you need it to be longer than that, you can. All you have to do is just go to text, properties, custom, and then for the size, your first number is always, let's see. Yeah. So your first number is the length of the message. So see, you do 1000, that's the length of it right there. The second number is the font size. Well, the font size here is 48. In order to capture everything, you always want to go with 55. So see, now it captures everything. So that's how you set that up. So now, after we save it, this is the 1000 and this is about 55 right here. So it's going to scroll all the way across from there to there. You don't even really need to put an endpoint on it at that point. And it's going to take your whole message for what it is. Hello and welcome to my wonderful testing video of available. Ooh, ha 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 ha. Ah, now you see that is. I know I'm trolling, but you see now that it's stretched too long compared to the extents that I put in there. You can make it longer or just put some spaces in and you're good to go. Now, if you wanted to use this on multiple settings, what you would want to do then is go to you want to go to global sources, add, and then you're going to add text, and then you would set it up here. So this way, whenever you go to make a new thing, you would just go add, then go to global source, and it'll be sitting right there for you to be able to put it in. So that's it for my basic tutorial. you know, based on the views and whatnot, I'll go ahead and make more tutorials for you later. I know I can't speak English right now, but it's okay. By all means, if you enjoyed what you saw, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, check me out on Twitch at Pluto Killer. You can also follow me on Twitter as well. All the information will be under the video here. But do take care and enjoy. Thanks for watching.